All right, let's move on to Sonny's Blues. This story is about Sonny, who is a heroin addict and a very intense piano player, and his brother, who is a math teacher. And they could not be more opposite. Really, what happens here is Sonny gets arrested for heroin, and when released, he goes to live with his brother, who does not approve of Sonny's life choices. There's your major conflict, is that the brother does not approve how Sonny is living his life. So what has to happen here is there has to be a peak, a climax to this whole thing, where either they split up for good or they come to understand one another. Some thematic purposes: don't judge or control the decisions of others. We love to tell other people how they should live their lives, and in that we become judgmental. Bad idea. Always support family. You know, it's funny, when you really want to do something with your life, sometimes your family is the one who stops you, who tells you that that's the wrong thing to do. Why not support the family, especially if someone in your family has a dream? That's what love is all about. Let go of the past. Sonny's brother is haunted by his past, with the promise he made to his mother, with the death of his young child. And be what you are. I think this is a huge theme. You know, Sonny might not get rich, he might not get famous, but he's doing what he loves to do every single day. He's not expecting any outcome. Now, his brother went to college, did the right thing, supposedly, wanted to get out of Harlem, and ended up right back in Harlem. So you can tell he's a little frustrated with his life. Be what you are. This is told from first person, from the brother's perspective, which kind of skews it a little bit. The conflict: Sonny is constantly controlled and ridiculed by his brother. This happens throughout the story. He doesn't approve of him being a musician. He tells him to grow up, to get a real job. It looks like Sonny would be the protagonist and his brother would be the antagonist. But again, if you look through Sonny's eyes, definitely the brother will not get away from him, will not leave him alone, will not support his dreams. But if you look at it from the brother's perspective, remember, he promised their mother that he would look after Sonny. And all he's doing is what he thinks is best. Get an education, get a solid career. So Sonny is uncooperative. He's immature and uncooperative. Again, it really depends on the eyes that we look through. The two big symbols here are the piano and the cup of trembling. The piano represents Sonny's soul. It is everything that he is. If Sonny was rich, he would play the piano. If he was poor, he would play the piano, because that's what he was born to do. The cup of trembling at the end, it just represents the suffering that Sonny has gone through. It's a biblical reference. This is really a clash of two alternative personalities. One who's very creative and one who's very systematic. And the brother is constantly trying to push his ideals onto Sonny. That's because Sonny has gotten into trouble. The problem with that is Sonny does not fit into the little box, and it frustrates his brother. Sonny is not a math problem that his brother can solve. Now, when we get to the end, the brother actually goes to watch Sonny. It's one of the greatest endings of any story you'll ever read. He actually goes to his environment, sits in the club, and listens to him play. Not only does he listen, but while Sonny's playing, he has these intense flashbacks, and all the pain he's kept inside just comes washing out. So at the end, the brother really gets cleansed by Sonny. And they do come together at the end with a little bit of a mutual understanding. I don't know if they're ever going to be best friends and hang out all the time, but I think Sonny's brother is going to kind of leave him alone and let him do his thing.